Hey everybody, welcome to Let's It's Discord, your one and only pre-show to the YouTube.
God
Friday,
damn, you're having issues this morning.
Time.
Everything's fine, and then boom, shit goes downhill.
Oh no.
For you, all of your audio was just fucking up.
Why? God damn it.
Basically, we're a bad show. Don't know why you watch us. We come on before the Saints.
I blame Rimshee.
We're the lesser Saints. I'm here, so that's like one reason to watch. I don't know about these fucking guys, but
not like I started the show or anything like that.
I started drinking 3 hours ago, so you're in for a treat.
Yeah. So something really interesting happened to me recently that I know.
It's probably not that.
I'm followed on Twitter by Keystone Light.
Oh.
Don't know why.
I wonder if it's...
I haven't had a Keystone Light since a buddy of mine stole some from his dad when I was back in high school.
Do you know Keith Stone? Can you get me his autograph?
Well, they follow me on Twitter. I could probably do that.
Yeah. Keith Stone is really smooth. He's a smooth guy.
Yeah. Got those smooth stones?
Yeah. You guys don't know the commercials then?
I do know.
I'm old!
I know the commercials.
So yeah, this week's episode of the U2 Saints brought to you by Keystone Light, who sponsors us, apparently.
I guess. Here's the thing. Like, if I'm drinking cheap beer, I'm drinking Rolling Rock. So
I hope they don't mind that.
What I want everybody to do is tweet at Rolling Rock to get them to follow me, because it's not right that Keystone Light, of all fucking beers that I don't even drink, follows me, but Rolling Rock doesn't. It's a shame.
Rolling Rock is the poor man's Heineken, and Heineken is the poor man's tap water? I don't know.
Not quite.
I didn't think that joke out.
Oh.
Sorry.
Anyways.
Ward just rated us.
What?
Ward just rated us.
Yeah.
Oh, why would you do that?
I asked him the other day to do that.
What a waste of a raid, but thank you, Ward.
Anyways. So, I don't know, Rimshee, you want to start with this first one?
Yeah, we may as well.
Oh wait, before
unless you have
wait. I don't know if our audience knew this before I did.
Oh yeah, we should bring this up.
Yeah. We're simulcasting right now, and I just found this out before we went live.
Yeah. So if you look in the description, very first link is a link to our Twitch channel. We will be streaming exclusively on Twitch in a couple of weeks.
Next week for sure we'll be simulcasting again. The week after that, maybe. So get moving over to Twitch.
Jables, tell the bad transition joke.
Oh yeah, now I can't do it. The timing's off. Timing's gone. You can't just intro something like that.
Jables was belittling the struggles of trans people by comparing us.
I was not.
Look, we're all everyone on this show now is trans because we're transitioning from one platform
by comparing us transitioning from an irrelevant YouTube channel to an irrelevant Twitch stream.
Yeah. We're mid-transition between YouTube and Twitch.
We
just started taking our Twitch replacement therapy.
It's just like transgender bathrooms.
Just like transgender bathrooms.
Yeah. I'm drunk. Fuck off.
Okay.
That's an interesting threat for a British person there, Bar.
Ooh. Oof.
Stop rating or I will punch you till your teeth are straight. God damn.
Hi, Skull. Hi, everyone else. How's it going? How are you guys feeling tonight, chat?
I am watching both chats, by the way.
I didn't fucking ask you, Rimshee.
Fuck off, Addie!
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Or fuck on.
I'm attempting to watch both chats.
Ward's in the rating room. I think we should get Ward in here.
Ward, if you want to come in here, you still have the guest role. More than welcome.
Alright, so let's move on to this first article while we still have some semblance of a attention span?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Skull Maggot brought up something. People can make clips now. That actually is a feature that I really enjoy about Twitch.
Oh, no.
He complains very much about Twitch constantly, but
there's gonna be a record of all the dumb shit I say on this
there
show.
was already a record!
Ward, you have the guest role. You can literally just talk. Or you should be able to.
Yeah, well, okay, Rimshee, there's a difference between someone being able to get a short, to-the-point clip of me making an ass of myself and someone having to put in the effort of sitting through an entire Lesser Saints fucking stream re-upload on YouTube, alright? I like to think no one has the fortitude to sit down and sift through a whole stream to find one example of me saying some dumb fucking shit.
Have you completely forgotten autism available on the internet?
I mean that's true, but like I mentioned earlier in the show, we're kind of irrelevant.
What do you mean, kind of? We're quite irrelevant.
Well, I didn't want to do that.
No, we literally have it in the description. The show with a smaller target audience in a small village.
Addie, I'd like to point out one thing, alright? Since I've come on here and raided, all I've heard is you moaning, and not in a good way.
Oh, me?
Yeah, I'm fairly sure most of our audience for the Lesser Saints and YouTube Saints want to hear you moan, but not like this.
Oh, that's a sex joke.
All right, we should move on.
Today,
Oh
Anyway.
man.
Let's talk about good boys. I'll take this first one. He couldn't hack it as a drug-sniffing dog. Now he's conservation's best friend. Let's take a sip.
We get it, you drink alcohol.
So do you, shut up. Let's face it. All dogs like to smell poop. What?
Do they though?
But this dog smells something else too. Opportunity. God, that's just
Opportunity. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
like.
Get out of here with your puns.
Train a Chesapeake God damn it! A Chesapeake Bay retriever sniffs out the scat or poop of elusive wild animals like jaguars and uncias in the name of conservation. It might sound like an unsavory task, but these scat samples are gold mines for researchers like Train's owner, conservation biologist Karen D'Amato, whatever the fuck her name is. She's a fucking Karen.
I have to say one thing right here. It's a really good job this dog wasn't named Meatloaf. Because if it was, all it would be is, I would do anything for love, but I won't do scat.
Solid effort, yeah.
D'Amato is a research team in Argentina are trying to pinpoint the habitats of endangered animals. But it's hard to figure out where they live if you can't find the animals themselves. That's where Train comes in. Everybody leaves poop behind in the forest, D'Amato says. Scat can reveal a lot, including a species of an animal and even its sex. You can figure out which habitats they like and which habitats they avoid, Demateo says. Using this data, she and the rest of her team determine which wilderness areas or corridors should be prioritized in conservation efforts. Everywhere, people are expanding, Demateo says. We can try to figure out areas of potential overlap between humans and wildlife. We can identify areas that need more work, areas that are great corridors, or areas that are kind of lost to the cause. Train was was too hyper to make it as a drug dog. Train was originally a rescue dog from the Humane Society. He first entered a program to train drug detection dogs, but it didn't work out. He failed out of narcotics school because he was too energetic, Demateo says. He was like a bull in a china closet. Okay.
A bowl in a china closet?
Who the fuck would put a bull in a closet? Hey, Biotech Babe, we're moving over to Twitch. Come join us.
The phrase is a bull in a china store.
Yeah, where the fuck do you get closet from? I think we're learning something about this guy's childhood.
Maybe they're not American.
Maybe he was the bull and he was
You mean she?
put in the closet.
Could be trans, we don't know. Who the fuck knows?
We're the lesser trans saints until we are only on Twitch.
With a name like Karen,
wait,
it's
hang on.
definitely a she, because nobody who transitions chooses the name Karen.
I'd like to point out that once what we're doing now is we're currently transitioning, but once we are on Twitch, we will be completely transitioned. So the trans label would still apply, surely.
Maybe. We'll find out.
Listen, if
Late
you
on that
identify as trans, you're doing it for attention. If you
We are doing it for attention. Are you kidding?
If you're male going
the
to
whole
female
point of
and you
having a
identify as female, you're doing it right. If you're female going to male and you identify as male, you're doing it right. If you tell people all the time that you're trans and your identity is trans and you want trans pronouns, you're doing it for fucking attention. Fuck you. I'm drunk. Carry on.
There's
Let's
only one
hear
thing
more
worse.
about the poop sniffing dog.
I wouldn't say there's only one thing worse than the trans people doing it for attention, which is the fucking vegans.
Debatable. I know a bunch of vegans that I didn't even know were vegan for a long time.
I look at vegans like I look at flat earthers. I think they're wrong and they're dumb, but they're not hurting anyone, so just let them do their thing.
Yeah. All they're doing is killing all the small little animals that run through the field when a combine picks all their vegetables.
Apparently, auto moderator will stop the use of a specific word, which I won't say because it stopped it. So what Bar said is technically not permitted without permission.
Is it the
That reminds me, I'm not a mod. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
I have a crown next to my name. I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
That
means subscriber.
Twitch Prime.
That means that means no. The crown just means you have Twitch Prime.
By the way, viewers, fans, for whatever reason,
I just modded myself.
If you have Twitch Prime, or rather, if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch subscription. Make sure to use it for the actual Saints. Don't waste it on us.
Yes, absolutely. And guys, I would also add to that. Even if you never watch the YouTube Saints, you just make sure you use it somewhere.
Listen, Ward. Look, I know you're a nice guy, and I know you're trying to be a friend and an ally, but they're the late night Saints now. Can you please respect their pronouns?
I said the Saints.
Nope, Larry, that was perfectly fine.
Yeah, that works, I guess.
Yeah, apparently that's fine. So go ahead and test stuff. We'll tell you what's technically not allowed.
Well, I can't see it because I'm not a moderator.
I just modded you. Shut up.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah. Fucking.
Don't.
No, I don't have the sword.
Yeah, you do.
I'm not seeing it. Alright, whatever. Anyways.
I can definitely see you with a sword. Shut the fuck up.
Anyways. Let's continue with this hyper-ass dog.
Yeah,
apparently-
the hyper-ass dog that we're
Yeah,
emulating
yeah.
right now. She found Train a more suitable career path! At the time, Dematio was looking for dogs to go to Argentina, to the Argentinian province of Misiones to work on a research project. Since Train already knew the basics of drug detection, he was a viable candidate. At the time, as it turns out, Train couldn't care less that he was searching for poop instead of drugs. All he wanted was a ball to play with at the end. His high energy may have hampered him in narcotics school, but it was a welcome trait in Argentina, where he trekked through vast stretches of wilderness. Last year, Train covered about 1,000 kilometers of Argentinian forest in search of animal shit. Let's just call it what it is. Yeah. Train was just a machine, Dematio says. We just switched him to use all that energy and search really big areas and find this shit for us.
Yeah.
What's
great about this is that this pupper is such a good boy that they tried to make him a narc, but he decided to become a scientist instead. Beautiful story. Good boy.
He could have sniffed.
It's
all
a
the
pork sword. Yes, Bar, it's a pork sword.
Oof.
Oof. Yeah.
Oof. That's
What?
a big oof for me.
Anyways.
I think the rest of this is just saying more about, yeah, he made a bunch of space.
Yeah.
Even though Train is nearing 12 years old, he shows no signs of stopping. He's headed to Nebraska later this year to track mountain lions.
Sweet.
How is he going to track them? Is he going to use like the paw prints, or is he literally going to
No,
follow
he's
their shit?
gonna smell their poop, you dummy. Have you
he literally finds their shit.
All he
Jesus
cares about
Christ.
is smelling shit.
Yeah. He's like, yup.
He's also trained to find certain types of shit.
All about the shit. I wonder what my decibel level is while I'm on the show, so I'm going to put a decibel meter right here. And we're going to find some things out.
My brain is melting slightly. Like,
Yeah.
I thought smelling shit was a bad thing.
No, you can.
Not for a dog.
Look, you can go in the woods, right? And you'll have the dog with you. And you're like, I think there's animals in these woods. And the dog will be like, I found poop. And you'd be like, yep, there's animals here. Who knew?
Yeah. Ward, when tracking animals, one of the first signs you look for is poop. And depending on how fresh the poop is, where it's at, and things like that, you can figure out more information from there. Once you find the poop, then you can start looking for other signs of the animal that you're looking for.
Yeah.
Especially if it's fresh.
Can I just address something in the chat right now? Larry
Which
Kubiak
chat?
said you guys should get affiliates so you can make custom emotes. Larry,
Yes.
have you any idea what it takes to get affiliate on Twitch? It took me it took me 6 weeks. And that was with a lot of support from the now known as Late Night Saints.
Yeah, if we're like a weekly shitposty pre-show to an actual show that already has a pretty, like, no shade at the boys, but like we've got a pretty small following, and we're like an eighth of that.
We need 50 followers.
Okay.
We're at 11. We need
And
to
then
stream
you
for
need to
8
average
hours. We're at
viewers.
something like 1 hour. We need to stream on 7 different days.
In a month.
In a month. We're at 3. And we need to average 3 viewers per show. We're at 2.24.
So, guys, just so you guys know, Rimshee and I have already talked about doing extra shows, especially since we're going to be specifically on Twitch. We've already talked about it.
Guys,
we're working on some things.
Hold on.
It'll take time.
Everyone shut up. Jeff is in the chat.
Oh.
Hi, Jeff.
Yeah.
Which chat?
Hi, Jeff.
Oh, shit, hey!
Oh, you just missed us talking about the goodest boy.
Oh, no, he's been paying attention.
Okay.
Because unlike you, I pay attention to everything while we're on the show.
Oh, we get it, Rimshee. You're a professional. Jesus fucking
I try to
Christ.
be.
Yeah, well, he also has the full setup so that he can. He's doing production.
I really.
Jeff, feel more than free to hop in anytime.
Ooh, I have a format. Ooh, I prepare before the show starts. Ooh, I don't drink on. Ooh.
Oh, you know that last one is bullshit. I've got scotch in my hand right now.
I have spice rum and Coke.
Let's go from one dog to another.
I also have Coke and something. What? Oh.
Let's go from one dog who got rejected from sniffing drugs to one that's really good at rolling joints.
Yeah.
Wait, a dog
Hang on, is this what I think it is? I've not actually seen the story, but it's what I think it is.
Jables,
Wait,
you want to take this one?
A dog that can roll joints.
Just wait.
Yep.
Alright, go for it.
How Snoop Dogg's joint rolling skills
I knew
made him a sushi master.
Called it. Called it. Oh my god.
This is a bit of an older article, but I thought it was great. And it's fun. If you don't know, now you know. Snoop Dogg is a certifiable G in the kitchen. Of course, he hangs out with Martha Stewart.
He's probably
every
pork
time I
sorted
say
her
that is
too.
a weird fucking combination. The rapper's debut cookbook, From Crook to Cook, Platinum Recipes from the Boss Dog's Kitchen. Chronicle tells the story of his culinary rise to the recipes from his doggy style days in the early 90s, when gin and juice flowed and fried bologna sandwiches were his go-to grub. To today.
It's written by someone who's never listened to Snoop Dogg's music.
When he's often inspired by his delightful friendship with Martha Stewart. Yeah,
I had heard that he got really fucking baked with her. He got her extremely stoned a few times.
Oh, for sure. Especially now that it's legal. I'm sure she had a probationary period when they first started hanging out that wasn't going on. She taught him how to make brownies. The right way. Martha's my homegirl, he told the I'm reading this as the writer of the article. Okay, thank you. I'm trying to get her hip to the hood. She's showing me the finer things in life. Grey Poupon and stuff.
I never realized how cringy.
Wait.
I never ever realized how cringy the shit that comes out of Snoop Dogg's mouth is until I heard a white person read it.
Hang on, wait.
Oh my god.
I'm not being funny, right? But isn't Grey Poupon basically mustard?
It's a
specific preparation of mustard, yes.
It's fucking spicy brown mustard with a fancy French name, yeah.
Yeah.
Pardon
me, do you have any
It's
Grey
like it's
Poupon?
caviar or some shit. It's just, yeah, it's that thing with, pardon, that's the thing in Wayne's World. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
God.
Well, that was a parody of a commercial when two limos were next to each other.
Yeah.
But
no, like, I'm genuinely having a fucking moment, like, from, what was it? Have any of you guys seen the movie The Birdcage?
Oh, fuck yes.
Yeah. So that scene where, like, Robin Williams is trying to teach Nathan Lane how to, like, act like a man, how to have, like, masculine, like, mannerisms. Where he's like, now walk up and down this walkway like John Wayne would walk. Yeah. And, like, he walks in a really gay way, and he's like, well, was it not good? He's like, no, I just never realized John Wayne walked like that until just now.
No,
it's
it was perfect.
The shit that Snoop Dogg said sounds like a white person's parody trying to talk hood, and I never realized that until I heard Jables read it out. Oh my god.
Addy, I
I'm just
fucking
reading-
love you.
Yeah, I can't do the voice. That would sound racist. Of course.
Oh no.
So Jesus.
Fucking hilarious. So shizzle.
I'm gonna need more alcohol before the end of this.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm nearly out of alcohol. Well, I'm not nearly out of alcohol. I'm nearly out of my favourite alcohol, but I have
Anyways, they
He got
first teamed
big,
up when
and he
Snoop
made-
appeared on Stewart's show in 2008, and now they collaborate on VH1's Emmy-nominated show Martha and Snoop's Potluck Dinner Party, which just wrapped its second season. In the foreword for Snoop's new book, Stewart writes that cooking with the musician has been a remarkable learning experience.
Potluck.
Potluck!
Yeah. Coming soon, a soundboard. Contrary to his reputation as a connoisseur of one very special herb, From Crook to Cook is a surprisingly wholesome read with healthy, balanced meal ideas such as chicken with roasted vegetables and Caesar salad.
Wait a
Oh,
minute. What herb?
please.
What herb?
It's a cookbook. How is it surprising?
It's a very special herb that we can't talk about on here.
I'd
Oh,
like
you
to
mean the
point
marriage
out-
one?
Yeah, the marriage of Waijawan.
It's legal here. I can talk about it all I want.
So do you mean the thing that's finally being decriminalized, and the fact that it was criminalized in the first place is fucking stupid?
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, the fact that it was originally made illegal.
Apparently,
that's a
I'm
whole story
maxing
about
out at
how
Well,
102
a bunch of
decibels.
other shit, and there was some racist stuff going on, and
It was actually, from what I understand, when that was made illegal, was actually at like an international opium convention where they actually decided to make opium illegal. And some bloke went, well, if you've got to make that illegal, it's going to fuck my country up. So let's make this illegal as well. And they were like, okay,
No.
let's do that.
That's not exactly what happened. The dumb fuck, his name escapes me right now. He had a very anti-drug view of the world because he had a neighbor who was addicted to some opiates, and he decided all drugs are bad. Period. End of story. No questions asked. And then there was a bunch of stuff going on with the hemp, with the paper industry, between hemp and timber. And they're like, there's a lot of shit. I can give you like a 15-minute breakdown later on, but I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, let's not do it here. In fact,
Gables, real quick
problem.
while we're on the subject. When you host your next Rabbit, can I make a request? We don't have to do it, but
Sure.
birdcage.
can we watch the musical remake of Reefer Madness?
The musical remake?
Yes. I think it came out in,
Absolutely. If I can find a link for that, absolutely, because I haven't seen that, and that sounds great.
yeah, I think it was made in like the late 2000s,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
08, 09-ish, I think.
For sure.
link,
it'll play.
That sounds great.
Anyway, sorry.
Yes, maybe we should probably think about moving on here. Essentially, this article is let's see, a white woman writing about what Snoop Dogg says in the widest way possible.
I mean,
I'm
to be
assuming
fair,
she's
let's be
white
real.
because her name is Lauren Stousy.
Let's be real. In the last 15 years, since like meeting Martha Stewart and all that, Snoop has begun his transition into becoming a middle-aged white woman.
Hold
No,
on,
hang
hold
on.
on. Oh, wait. Hold on. I was skipping ahead a little bit. He's
Oh,
no
God.
longer sipping on his OG cocktail. It's been
Oh,
25 years since Snoop first rapped about rolling down the street with his drink of choice, gin and juice.
This
But,
is the whitest article ever written.
Ever since I teamed up with my homegirl Martha, she's
Oh.
introducing me to a lot of other cocktails, he writes. His Martha-approved remix gin and juice.
I'm trying to find it. Where the
Orange
fuck is
juice
this?
with pineapple juice and incorporates both gin and apple-flavored vodka. Stewart told Good Morning America last year. that even though they share a love of fancy cocktails, they have different ways of handling their alcohol intake.
Yeah, no
I take a nap.
fucking shit.
He has something else, she said with a wink. Oh, fuck.
Oh my god.
I tell you what,
Right next to the picture,
God
where I
damn.
started was he's no longer sipping on his own G cocktail. I take a nap. He has something else.
you know what? I've got to say, this
Wink.
reminds me
Yeah,
of
wank.
I think it was Snoop's podcast where he had Seth Rogen on the show, and Seth Rogen taught Snoop how to make the cross joint that he used in Pineapple
Yeah.
Express. And Seth Rogen had a patent for Pineapple Express, rolled all of those cross joints. They have to use like 3 lighters for.
Yeah.
I'm like, but it blows my mind that Seth Rogen taught Snoop how to roll a cross joint.
I just
No. Cross joints are white people shit.
this is literally like
Yeah.
from like the references that like, the
Praising
writers dropping and
Jesus
stuff like
with
this.
alcohol, with marijuana.
Well,
This
no,
is-
no. Okay, so no, cross joints are white people shit. It's all about the joints and the blunts.
I mean, like honestly though, like for real, I have to say this. Like with the surface level, like I did a quick Google of like a discography of like his like top greatest hits or whatever. With the references that the writer is alluding to, this is if you ever wanted to know the definition of the term painfully white, this article. I am having
Yeah.
such a hard time. Larry said it
Tell me
best.
about it.
Cringe
Tell me about it. I'm the
overload.
one
I am
reading it.
having such a hard time with this. I want to die. I want to die. Oh god.
Hold on, I'm just gonna scroll through and find the other quotes from Snoop
Oh,
Dogg.
cirrhosis of the liver. Please take me.
He
Please,
really
I'm
loves
ready.
he
I'm
really
ready.
loves leafy greens. No, not those leafy greens.
Oh fuck off! Oh god!
Hold on. I don't just be smoking greens. I drink my greens too. Snoop writes a recipe for the smoothie, a blend packed with fresh spinach, orange, banana, coconut water, and optional additions such as kale and protein powder.
Oh my god! Snoop has become a suburban white mom. No!
I find that
No!
some really set the whole meal. Hold on.
Oh god.
I'm gonna need. Okay. Snoop stocks his fridge with the necessities: milk, eggs, butter, Moet
God.
champagne. But given that he's been on a bit of a health kick these days, there's one special condiment in his fridge, never without. I'm gonna need some ranch to give all those greens some extra flavor.
Oh.
Hidden Valley is the way to go.
Oh.
Real cool and smooth. A little something
Snoop.
like yours truly.
Oh, hold up. Hold up. Snoop has officially accomplished what Michael Jackson yearned for so hard. Snoop has become a suburban white woman.
No, hold on. To be fair, this is me reading them specifically as white as possible.
Oh my
So,
man.
It hurts. We have 12 viewers right now on Twitch and only 4 on
Larry.
YouTube. That is
Thank
not a
you for
complaint.
well, a lot of people on YouTube move to Twitch.
Yeah.
Hi Canuck. What's going on?
Yeah.
He's my fellow bassist buddy. When Jeff made his comment, his mean, hateful comment about bassists on the midweek
Snoop
show,
is a carrot.
Canuck and I cringed together.
Fuck yes.
All right. He's one popular grandpa. At 46, Snoop is the proud grandpa to 2 grandpups from his eldest son, actor Cortabrodus. And he
What's
likes
this
to
one?
spoil them with the occasional treat. He writes
What's
that
this?
store-bought Pop-Tarts, in particular the chocolate fudge ones, are a pantry staple in his house.
What's
God,
this
I
woman
don't
doing
even
with
want to
her-
continue. This is
wait,
horrendous.
Is
let me
it Karen?
finish.
Karen, fuck off. Her
I
name's
say-
Karen now.
I
Fuck
say-
off, Karen.
I say they're for the kids, or my grandson when he stops by, but I enjoy one of those toasted treats once in a while.
Yeah, when you're not toasted yourself. Fuck! Let's move on to the next article.
You are toasted.
Canuck. 1, that's awesome. 2, I've also met Snoop once. I didn't get to hang out with him, but like I met him and I did like a fist bump with him and I told him that, you know, like he helped shape my childhood and all that shit. But that's fucking rad. But I met him in like 1999. So like I met OG Snoop.
Well,
I kind of want to meet this new
no,
Snoop, but I kind of don't at the same time.
Let's go from a black man turning into a black man turning into a white woman and talk about white politicians that actually understand the world.
Yep.
Addie, you're reading this one.
Oh no, I'm drunk. Oh, okay. What am I reading?
I'm sorry, I'm distracted.
What am I reading?
Your audience.
Your hair's really short. It looks good on you. Miss Rimshee just cut her hair.
Oh.
No.
Isn't it like a cardinal sin? Doesn't that piss boyfriends off so much?
No,
you chop all your long hair off?
to get a haircut, but like it's so much shorter than I was expecting. And God, how many inches is that came off?
At least.
At least a foot.
So yeah, probably more.
Well, guys, I'm sorry I had to do this.
Half.
It's so much shorter than they expected. That's what she said.
Ooh.
Hey!
Yeah, well, I somehow managed a good showing.
There, boys. Shut it down. We're never gonna reach peak comedy. Fucking Ward just set the bar so fucking high.
No.
Yeah,
you see,
players do it deep.
You see, if I set the bar really low, which I know I've done, then it's all uphill from here. It's great.
Yeah.
Look, anyway, Bard, I see you. Hold on. Bard, I see you talking shit on bassist in the fucking chat. Look, our guitars are heavier, man. Keep talking shit.
Bassists suck. Let's move on!
Is that why you always look so down when you're playing them on stage?
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off.
Right, Mikey, I think Mikey's just...
You know why? Do you know why fucking pop bands, like any band that's like top 40 of the fucking charts or whatever, why they attenuate the fucking bass down? Because we're better than the lead guitarists, and they know it. And they're fucking glory hogs.
Let's move on to the Danish.
This is fuck the Danish. I live in America.
No. Right? Wait. You'll want to read this article.
Oh God. All right.
Yeah. It's in live show. Just for you.
Where's? Hold on. Calm down. I'm looking for it.
Yeah.
Is it the one by Martin Celso Sorensen?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's not the next one. Oh yeah, that is the next one.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I got this, Rimshee.
All right.
Okay.
I saw shot put and I was confused.
Okay. All right. So, via the New York Times, Danish politician puts ad on Pornhub seeking voters where they are. I mean, hey, this is a guy that knows his demographic.
That's what I was saying!
Yeah.
That's what we're getting at.
Joachim B. Olsen was a shot putter before he became a member of parliament. He won silver for Denmark at the Athens Olympics in 2004. Copenhagen, with 2 simultaneous election campaigns underway in Denmark, one for a national election and the other for the European Parliament, there seems to be a few places where Danes can avoid politics. This time, even a pornographic website is carrying a customized campaign ad. Really? That's the most charitable way you could, like, quickly explain Pornhub? Pornhub is a fucking cultural movement. But anyway, I just knocked all my beer bottles over. Joachim B. Olsen, a former Olympic shot putter and current member of the Danish Parliament, paid $450 to have his face and a lowbrow slogan plastered across Pornhub, a Canadian website. Wait, Pornhub's Canadian? Wait, is Pornhub Canadian? You guys just gonna leave me hanging? All right, cool. The goal was to reach
I'm
voters
screaming
where
about
they
how
are,
short
he
Miss
said.
Rimshee's hair is for a second, so
Oh,
ignore
okay.
me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm sorry. The shit happening in your real life, we can't
okay,
see
so-
on the stream, Rimshee. So
Yeah. Can somebody do some checks to make sure and see if Pornhub is Canadian? Because if they're Canadian, oh Canada, my home and native land.
Hmm.
Uh,
Wait, Jables, are you from Canada?
no.
Oh.
That's the beginning to their national anthem.
Oh. All right. Anyway, I'm like the definition of like America centric. I look at everything through like an American point of view, and if it doesn't match my American point of view, I get confused and offended.
I grew up in Washington. I'm right next to.
Yeah, I grew up in like mid-state New York, so like if it's not dairy farms and mountains, I don't understand it.
Okay.
If you have more than 12 teeth in your head, I probably don't understand anything that you're talking about. But anyway, campaigning is about visibility, and in that sense, it's been a roaring success, Mr. Olsen added. The ad featured a play on words using Joke, a nickname for Joachim, and a similar sounding Danish slang for masturbation. Oh. Urging Danes to vote for one after they had finished doing the other. I'm beginning to understand why you wanted the thought of the stream to read this. The politician said he was unsure how many people saw the ad as it originally appeared, because, it's hard to give feedback when you're typing one-handed, I guess. Estimating not many, but the reactions have been overwhelming, mostly from voters and members of the media who have campaign advertisement. They thought it was funny, Mr. Olsen said. Pornography is hardly taboo in Denmark. Good on ya. Which in 1969 became the first Western country to remove censorship on pornography. Good! It's for consenting adults. Why should it be censored? But the mixing of politics and pleasure has inspired endless amusement among Danes, some of whom demonstrated their skills in rhyming the names of politicians with different slang expressions for masturbations in posts on social media. My ability to read is breaking down the more alcohol I consume.
Yes.
Alcoholism is crippling, kids. Stay in school. Get a job. Make your parents proud. Mr. Olsen's libertarian-leaning liberal alliance, a junior party in government, is struggling for attention. Well, called the Liberal Alliance, yeah. As the June 5th national election approaches, some voters have grown disillusioned after promises of substantial tax cuts were unfulfilled by the last government.
Well, if
An
they're
opinion-
disillusioned, that might be due to the masturbation making you blind thing.
Ward, that's a topical joke, and it was well timed. I applaud you. You're not bad for a Brit. Anyway, moving on. Some voters have grown disillusioned after promises of substantial tax cuts were unfulfilled by the last government. An opinion poll released on last Wednesday, I hate that they underlined the wrong part of that, suggested that Mr. Olsen might be unable to clinch enough votes to retake his seat in the legislature. He
All I
might
can
have
think
trouble.
of is-
He may have trouble clinching votes, but his demographic will have no trouble clinching various other portions of their
I'm
economy.
sorry, but he's on Pornhub. Releasing is not going to be a problem, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't know where everybody else stands, but when like politicians are legitimately relatable and understanding and showing that they're real people, kind of like that.
I mean, I do too, but one of the trade-offs I feel, this has been my experience, that the more relatable a politician is, the more relatable they are. And by the more relatable, I mean, I don't know a fucking thing about how the government works, and they probably don't know how the fucking government works. So
No,
they're going to
because
give me all kinds of empty promises. I'm going to get, and everyone's going to get free healthcare, and we're going to get free like education for college, and it's going to be great. And then they're going to get there, and everyone's going to be like, "You can't do that, you fucking idiot! What are you, retarded?"
But I'd like to point out free at the point of use healthcare does exist and it works really fucking well.
Yeah, well, tell that to all of America, please, because we haven't gotten the memo yet.
Yeah.
We've been trying to tell you for 40 years. You don't listen.
Yeah, well, I've been listening. The people
You
in
as a
control
country.
haven't been listening.
But you know,
Anyways,
Anyway, I'll be right back. I really have to pee. Someone else can take over. Bye.
back to topic on this, right? This is very. On top of that, candidates to the Danish Parliament must also compete for attention with those running in the European Parliamentary elections set for May 26th. The two races have left lampposts plastered in campaign posters as an endless stream of politicians eager to share their policy stances appear on television and in newspapers. To many Danes, the conversation around Mr. Olsen's unlikely ad was also a welcome distraction in a campaign that has become vitriolic, partly as a result of the candidacy of Rasmus Paludan, a right-wing extremist who has entered the race, spewing anti-immigrant slurs on national television. The Danish Prime Minister has likened Mr. Paludan's policies, which include calling for the deportation of Muslims from Denmark, to those of Nazi Germany in the 1930s. However, Mr. Paludan has been given the right to participate in televised debate. Mr. Olsen said he simply wanted to make people laugh. Was he on Pornhub naked? It's always
I'm not
good if you
entirely
can.
sure.
It's always good if you can bring a smile to people's lips, he said.
Oh. See, I think it's actually really wise to post your campaign, to post your ads on Pornhub, because once, like, if anybody knows anything about the Pornhub comment sections, pretty fucking chill. A lot of people sharing recipes.
Wait,
things
you
like
read
that.
the comment sections? Isn't that like people saying they read Playboy just for the advert, just for the articles?
Sometimes when I'm done, I want to see what's going on.
Wait, hold the fuck up. I just got back. And I was scrolling through what was left of the article, and I see the words Nazi Germany. What the fuck? This escalates real fucking quick.
It's about someone else, don't worry.
Alright, whatever. Anyway. Sorry, guys, I'm back.
I'm confused.
That's fine.
It might be because I'm kind of drunk, but I'm confused by this. All I can think of now is, as a Brit, I'm thinking I just hope to fuck Theresa May doesn't advertise herself on Pornhub.
Yeah.
Didn't she resign?
That'd be a fucking boner kill.
She's not resigned. She's advertised her resignation and set a date for, which is June the 7th, I believe.
Yeah.
She had to wait till after the end of May for it to be the end of May.
You see, I think it would have been better if she'd have left. If she'd have said, "Yeah, I'm leaving on the 31st."
That would have been more entertaining.
So, Ward, you know how like YouTube comment sections are full of like shit posting and people just being assholes?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Check out some Pornhub comment sections sometimes.
You see, most of the Pornhub
wonderful recipes, wonderful life advice. Everyone's calm and very good natured. I wonder why.
I will say,
Y2K fucking nailed it. Y2K nailed it.
The comments I have read have always been really kind, and typically it's just about sharing information, like who is this girl, what's her name, or who is this guy, what's his name, or where can I see more of these people? And everyone just really nice with each other. Even if they go, this didn't do much for me, someone's been like, okay, we'll try this instead. Have fun. and that there's no vitriol.
Yeah,
I like that, but at the
that's
same
why.
point,
That's why Pornhub should combat with YouTube and create a new video sharing site where you can post safe for work stuff.
Oh
Right,
You don't make it an
yeah.
extra tab.
I have two things to say. One, Y2K nailed it. Pornhub's comment section is chill because it's really tough to be an angry troll when you've just blown a load.
Yep.
Like, you're super satisfied.
Yeah.
You're
Wait, Larry,
euphoric.
there's Teresa
That-
May porn?
Yeah.
No.
But
Rule 34.
but
Rule 34
I just-
applies.
I just want to say that Pornhub is a fucking perfect case study for why we need to like decensor porn and we need to like take the taboo out of like sex work and stuff like that, because look how fucking positive that community is.
Sex
You know?
work is work, people.
It's work, and it's work that needs to be done. Like,
And for
you
anybody-
see,
and-
like, look, I'm gonna get spicy for a moment, and if you don't like it, that's cool. Look at Elliot Rodger. That motherfucker, right? That meme. He couldn't get a fucking date, right? He fucking ended up hating women. He hated society, and he wanted to kill a bunch of people because he couldn't get fucking laid. If you decriminalize and take the taboo out of sex work, people like Elliot Rodger will have a better outlet for all that aggression.
I will
He can
say
fight it. Hey, hold on. He could go, down to like Skid Row or like the red light district of his town or whatever you want to call it. He could find a nice pain slut. He could take out all this fucking aggression on her. She'll love it. She'll get paid. He'll blow a load, and he won't blow away a bunch of kids. It's fucking
I'd like
win.
to say, I want to make 2 points here. All right. From my point of view, I personally believe sex work should be legalized. And out there, on a side note to this, anybody out there that might be listening now or in the future on the YouTube thing or whatever, if you think that sex work should be illegal, please never watch pornography, because that's just fucking critical. The one thing I will also say is, though, that I don't necessarily believe that sex work will stop violence, because when it comes to certain aspects like that, when it comes to people who might be feeling that they can't get end quote laid, it's more about the physical act of getting laid. It's more than that. It's more of that whole companionship thing, and the end quote incel bollocks.
Oh yeah. In the incel communities, it's not about just getting laid. It's about like earning it with personality and actually picking somebody up, as opposed to just getting a hooker.
Yeah, it's more than I can't get laid, because if you can go and get a prostitute, you can do that illegally or legally, whatever happens. That's possible. I think it's more about the aspect of no one wants me because I'm a fucking dickhead and I don't want to admit it.
Yeah,
Yeah, for the most part.
I learned way too much about incels when
Hello? God damn it, I think my Discord just crashed, so I am going to reset that and I will be right... Oh, these guys will be right back. Just give me a second, people. We'll be back. Everything will be up and running in a moment. Once Discord restarts. Go fucking figure, though.
My issue really was more about the companionship and less about sex. And then I kind of started to realize that I don't need to keep trying. I thought, well, fuck it, it'll happen if it happens. And then it did very quickly, because I didn't come across as a desperate arsehole.
That's the thing. Like, message to incels out here from a fucking drunk Twitch thought. If you actually want to get laid, don't make it obvious that you want to get laid. Don't be so fucking desperate. Don't be so pent up. Don't have this like entitlement where you're like, oh, like no slay me and I'm just doomed to forever be a fucking virgin. Like I have friends, right? I have male friends.
You have friends? Fuck me.
It's fucking shocking, right? Right? How
If
could
you
anyone
want to
hang
get
with me?
fucked, Ward, I mean the perfect
No.
place to mention that you want that to happen would be on the Saints Discord.
No. If you want to get fucked, move to New York and pay taxes here. But no, that's besides the point.
I live in the UK and we have a Tory government. I'm getting fucked daily, trust me.
Yeah, but no, seriously. Fuck, that derailed me and I'm drunk. What was my point?
You were talking about sex, entitlement, if you want to get laid.
Yeah, I forgot where I was going with that. Oh yeah. I have friends who I have straight male friends, right? Who, if you were to ask my honest opinion on how they looked,
That's gonna take
I
some
would
time.
give them like maybe like a 3 out of 10. But they're amazing people. I don't keep shitty people as friends.
Okay, Addy. Right?
No. Hold on.
I respect that. I respect
But they are married. They are married to solid 8s. All right, in like the looks department. Because so many people, like so many incels that I see complain about, like women only want chads and blah 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 blah. No, you fucking idiot. They can literally see women, anybody, women, men, whatever you're interested. The person you're after can literally see how desperate you are, because desperate people, like, it like aerates off of them. Like, it's suffocating. The desperation, oh god, I just want to get my dick wet so bad. It's fucking palpable in the room when you're around these people. And fucking incels, you guys aspirate this shit. It's so obnoxious and insufferable. And all you have to do is just stop focusing on the fact that like no one wants to fuck you because you're not pretty or like you're not handsome or whatever. Fuck all that bullshit, dude.
No.
Personality.
I'm gonna say right now that I am with an amazing woman, right? And when we got together, we started off as being a monogamous couple. A few years into our relationship, the whole conversation of polyamory came up. And we kind of realized that, quite frankly, we're so perfect together, we don't need to be each other's one and only. And even with that, I'm like, okay, that's cool. And she brought it up, by the way. Right? It was her concept. It was her idea for us to explore this. And it's like, you know what? Fine, awesome. Yeah, cool. I'm down for this. I didn't go out desperately seeking someone else I could shag. It's like, you know, if there's someone else that happens, then it happens. Fantastic. But we talk about it first and all the ground rules were set. But I'm with someone. But there's still a lot of people interested in me, and part of that is because I'm not going out desperately seeking. I'm with someone. I've got a fantastic relationship. I'm confident in myself for the most part. I get my down days, as everyone does. But you know what? Having confidence in yourself is such an aphrodisiac to other people.
Debatable. Overconfidence is such a fucking...
No, yeah, but there's a difference between confidence and cockiness. Being confident and
that's fair.
comfortable in your skin and happy with who you are, it's gonna show something off. I mean, there's another female friend of mine who actually really wants me to take her to bed. I'm not gonna mention names. It's no one that anyone here knows, but just in case they're watching, I don't want to embarrass anybody. But she really wants me to take her to bed, and my other half would be fine with it if it happened. When it happens. But you know what? Hey, look, I really like this girl as well. I'm not going to deny it. And this girl likes me, and it's going to happen.
I should have you talk to my... God damn, I nearly said it again. My fiance.
I was gonna... Rimshee, are you cucking yourself right now?
No.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. But yeah, no.
He's looking to have an open relationship. where it's more.
Thank you, Bar. Thank you. In chat, I just said my face is a 2.5, my ass is a solid 6. Bar came in with your face is at least a 3, Eddie. Thank you, Bar.
But you know what? What we're going to say with this, my point is with this, is that the difference, it does seem to have a difference when you're with someone than when you're single. As in, you do see, I certainly seem to get more attention when I'm in a relationship than when I'm not. And I don't know if that's because being in a relationship makes one confident and not being in a relationship or just having, or maybe having been single for a while makes you feel like you're unwanted and you're desperate. And this is where the incel thing comes in.
Well, that's the whole thing. When you're in a relationship, you don't care about getting into a relationship, so you end up being end up being a little bit more confident and comfortable because you don't care about impressing somebody else necessarily.
So I don't know. I can't speak for like straight girls or whatever, right? I don't know what it's like to be on the other end, to be like a pretty girl or whatever. I can only speak from like I've never gone out of my to find a partner. People have come to me. I don't mean that as like a humble brag or whatever. But every single partner I've had approached me. I have a bunch of issues. I have a bunch of self-esteem problems. I think I'm ugly. I don't think I'm passable as a female, and I like to present myself as like a pretty girl or whatever.
Your best picks as proof, or we don't believe that you don't pass.
Wait,
Right, I'm sorry. I need to jump in here really importantly. All right.
Okay.
This whole idea of end quote passing. As a cis male, even I hate that whole idea of passing as a female. What the fuck does that actually mean?
Well, it like you look at
like a standard female.
Like you look at the facial structure of like an average female, and you look at the facial structure of a human male, and you go, oh look, like a man has a square jaw and like a big nose, and like.
Okay, as a man, I've got a big nose, but I don't have a square jaw. I have a lot of feminine features, and I'm a man. But
yes,
I'm a cis male.
But it's okay. So there's a lot of facial features that you have in all of their combination.
But all I mean is I hate what I really hate is how society makes someone like Addie feel like they end quote don't pass. It's like, you know what, quite frankly, Eddie, I think of you as female all the way through. I don't.
Yeah, I do the same.
I don't think of you as trans. I think of you as female. And it was only on one stream I was doing. I think it was Far Cry when he says, "Ward, I'd like to point out, yes, you've been really, one of the first guests you've had as a trans female." I'm like, but you're female.
Addie, I don't know if we've had this discussion live on air about where you stand on everything, because I think Jeff got mad at me one time when I was...
Oh, I don't care. Like, okay, so like, for those of you that don't know, I think most of the people in the Lesser Saints audience know this by now. I don't give a fuck about pronouns. I am a gay male who cross-dresses, and I really wish I were female, but I'm not trans. I don't feel like putting in the effort to transition. I certainly will never have the money to afford to physically transition. Yeah. And I'm so well established in my professional life as a guy that I can't get away from it. So I have accepted my lot in life, and I am okay with being a cross-dressing male. However, as I stated, I don't care about my pronouns. So if people get to know me as Addie the girl, I'm okay with people calling me she, her, whatever. If people, like a lot of my friends in real life, have known me for the longest time as a very effeminate gay man, they want to call me him or his or he, whatever. I don't care. I hate being the center of attention like this.
Can I ask you?
Addie, I only brought it up because
It's okay. It's all right.
I referenced you as a gay little twink boy.
Yeah.
And to be fair,
Which is fine. Which is
Addie,
fine.
Seem to like that.
Yeah.
to be fair, Addie,
Yeah.
you always are the center of attention.
I don't view that as a positive, though. I think I'm just loud and boisterous, and I talk over people.
Addy, can I ask you a question?
I feel like I'm a really rude asshole on the stream, and I'm sorry.
No, it's perfect. Don't worry about it.
I'd like to ask Addy a question, and I need an opinion on this. Now, this is something I've seen. I can't remember the person's name, but there was this woman who was a trans woman that put out this video, basically saying, and I'm going to paraphrase here slightly because I don't want to take up half an hour, which her video did. Basically saying though that if you like her, as in you've got a similar interest, etc., all these things add up. But the one sticking point is that she's a trans female, and you don't want to take it further. That makes you transphobic.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
And I struggled with that concept. And
No, I don't think you should. I don't think you should. If they transition and they rearrange their junk, like physically, to be the junk that you find appealing, then go for it. If that's okay with you, go for it. Some people get squeamish about that, and I think that's fine. You have your preferences, despite what people like Cat Black, and I have a lot of respect for Cat Black because
it
her
might
and
have
I
been
have
Cat
got
Black that actually did the thing. The
yeah,
video.
her and I have had some Twitter beefs, and we had very adult conversations. The first time I was ever on the YouTube Saints as a guest, I mentioned that Cat Black and I have had some very adult, very polite conversations where I didn't agree with her, and we talked it out like adults. And maybe I didn't change her mind, but we agreed to disagree, and we still respect each other. She's the only person in those like SJW, whatever you want to call them, chambers. I hate using that term in fucking 2019, but she's the only person in those kind of circles that has not automatically blocked me because I follow some people that they don't like.
I've heard good things about ContraPoints too, though.
ContraPoints, Cat Black, what the fuck is the other guy's name? Farmer guy, Kevin Logan, and what's the other British guy? He's kind of pretty looking, and he usually records his videos by
poolside while half naked.
Yeah,
you're talking to me, Addy.
Michael Rowlands.
Michael Rowlands. They are all guys. I'm actually in 3 of Michael Rowlands' videos, mind you. Yeah. He features my Twitter comments in 3 of his videos, and he talks shit about me. But they're all people who will not ban you and will not block you because you disagree with them, and I respect that.
And I do as well. But I will say there's a lot of people out there who I disagree with, but I won't block them because I actually respect them as orators, as debaters, and I respect the fact that they have a right to have a different opinion than me.
Being willing to have the conversation.
Jeff, Addie is my cock puppet. Come on, Jeff.
Is he wrong?
Addy.
Oh, god damn it.
Addy, I'd like to say, do you know the challenge you put out there about if people can find the old porn channel of you, you'll give them a free, personalized cam show?
Like, as long as it isn't, like, pedophilic or, like, poop and pee, whatever you want as, like, a custom image set, I'll do it.
I have 3 days off work now because I have a bank holiday here, public holiday on Monday. So I'm planning to do everything I can to scour the internet to find it. And then I'm donating my prize to Jeff.
Oh my god.
So Jeff, if I get this for you, I expect a lot of thanks in the video.
What? Do you expect him to just set up a prayer mat and pray in the direction of England?
Oh my god.
Appreciation.
No. Like
that is
the
today.
That's the thing. I know we've only got 13 viewers now, and I know that most of you probably know this already, but for those of you that don't know, I'm a former cam whore. Back in, from a period of, 2008 to around 2013, Yeah, because I think I quit a year after I moved to California. Yeah, from 2008 to 2013, I was a featured amateur on the website XVids. And I also offered custom cam and photo sessions for people. I supplemented my rent for a while. There were a couple months where I made more money doing that than I did at my actual day job. I gave it up after a while because I settled down with someone for a bit. But I kind of miss it, and I've been considering going back to it, but I don't know.
I've got a story for you guys that I'd like to share, and I normally wouldn't do this, but I'm kind of drunk, so I don't give a shit right now.
Welcome to the rest of us.
An ex of mine.
Wait. Keep in mind we're on Twitch.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I know it's Twitch TOS. I'm aware of it. I'm a Twitch streamer myself, so I'll be cautious.
Yeah, you're drunk. I'm shirtless. Jables is probably drunk. Addie's drunk.
I'm naked.
I have okay. It is 8:43 p.m. on the East Coast here. I've been drinking since 4. I am fucking sloshed.
Yeah, I've been drinking for about 5 hours now.
I only weigh 112 pounds.
Yeah, I'm 126.
Yeah, and
Completely
I have already put away a 6-pack of George Killian's Irish Red.
Nice.
I am fucked. I can't believe I'm even awake right now.
So an ex girlfriend of mine, who I was with for quite a long time.
Mm.
Now I'm going to probably destroy a lot of fantasies out there.
Mm.
Her mother was a very large lady. And when I say a very large lady, I mean she was a very large lady.
I'm not sure what I want to hear next. You hooking up with the mom or something weird?
No,
Thank you,
that
Kanak.
didn't happen.
Thank you, Kanak.
But her mother was one
Love
of the
you, dude.
sex women. And I'm very sorry to disappoint a lot of people out there, but a lot of the time, what you'd hear would be either an electric toothbrush while she was doing the ironing, or what she ended up doing eventually was getting what was known as a moan box or a groan box.
I know what you're talking about. Yep.
So it was literally a box that you could get. You'd plug it in, and you have a set of buttons, which is almost like a soundboard.
Yep.
And you press buttons on it, and it would make the sounds that people would most like to hear during phone sex sessions.
Yep.
And yeah, she basically showed me this box, and she was like, "Yeah, this is how it works." I'm like, "This is hilarious! You make money doing this?" She went, "Yeah, I'm normally just sat here on Facebook updating my social media while pressing these buttons and going, 'Yes, aren't you such a big boy?' Press a button." And just she found it boring, but she earned a lot of money doing it. So yeah, so there is a chance that at some point in my life, if I got together with that particular girl, that I might have spoken to her mother on a phone sex line.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, we should probably move on from this.
Yeah. So
I think this is a good transition point anyway. Let's
now that we've been talking about a lot of sex. And
so
a lot of
let's do a
sex and
quick
lot of other
thing.
Sexy things.
Let's talk about female fruit bats real quick.
No.
I will say, okay, I've got one last anecdote I want to touch on before we fucking move on. It's pretty tame.
How quick is it?
Like a minute.
Okay.
Rimshee, let's just skip the bats and go to the.
I looked at the bats. It's really short.
Okay. All right. Easiest money I ever made in my time on XVids. A guy literally had a fetish for being treated like he wasn't there. So he literally asked me for a cam session. He paid me $80 for 45 minutes to sit there and have my laptop on the screen. I had my desktop computer and I had a webcam pointed at my laptop, and I was checking Tumblr or whatever, and just idly had my hand on the front of my pants. And he was just every time I say something, just pretend like I'm not saying anything. And then every now and then turn to the camera and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, are you still here?"
How he paid you to ignore him?
I got paid $80 for 45 minutes of pretending like I wasn't camming.
Nice.
All right, let's move on to fruit bats.
Yep.
I would say, Addy, at some point, me and we need to talk.
Female fruit bats trade sex for food, scientists say. Male Egyptian fruit bats, speaking of selling sex for food, male Egyptian fruit bats will allow female bats to take food straight from their mouths, and scientists believe they know why. The bats are trading food for sex. A study published on Thursday in Current Biology analyzed 3 bat colonies in captivity for a year, studying their food scrounging habits. Originally, we wondered why do the procedures of food allow producers of food allow scroungers to take food from their mouths. Maybe they're stronger, but we found that most of the scroungers are female, and so we considered the possibility that females trade mating for food. This was our hypothesis, and indeed, we found this to be the case. Lead author and Professor Yossi Yaval of Tel Aviv University George S. Wise Faculty of Life Science said in a news release. Yovel and his team observed that 3 or 4 months before mating season, females would start taking food from several males. Then they eventually mated with one of the males, the one with which they forged the strongest bond, Yovel said. The results were quite clear. Yovel added, females gave birth to the youngest of males from which they had scrounged food. The findings lend support to the food for sex hypothesis in this species. Yovel and his team also found the female bats rarely shared male mates, which authors of the study said suggests females choose males to scrounge from based on some form of individual preference. However, those preferences reportedly change depending on the year. Going forward, we intend to explore how these relationships evolve and change over many years, Yovel said. We would like to find out how these interactions observed in captivity play out in the wild populations.
Yeah. Wow, that actually tied into our whole conversation surprisingly well.
Yeah.
You know what I can't think about?
Well, we gotta get to another article real quick.
Come on, Ward. How are you curious how I know that? Come on.
No, there's one thing that makes me think of like all these women go out taking food out. Males exchange, food for females for sex. It's pretty much like going to a club and exchanging drinks for sex.
Oh, speaking of going to clubs and exchanging drinks for sex.
You're taking this one.
Yeah.
Who, me?
So this is the big heel turn that I was hinting at earlier. Infamous pickup artist Rimshee says he's a Christian now.
Oh God, Roosh fucking V. Really? Do we have to talk about this fucking shit?
Yes.
Hold.
Oh God.
Fuck it,
All
show's
right.
over. The channel's being closed down.
It gets better. The Rouge Verazede, one of the internet's most infamous and noxious personalities, famous for his hate-filled polemics against women, says he's a different person now. After years of writing about why women are intellectually inferior beings worth little more than they can offer to a man sexually, Rimshee is laying some new ground rules for his blog and the topics that can be discussed on it. And if it's legit, it's going to be a very different place. And there's a tweet from Joe Bernstein. Rimshee, the most famous pickup artist blogger, ever, has just declared to his followers he is now a devout Christian and no longer approves of casual sex. And they can't talk about it on his website. Rimshee says that he received a message while on mushrooms and has recommitted to the Orthodox Church he was raised in. He says he took the God pill, which seems to be a reference to the red pill and the blue pill trope from The Matrix, which has more recently been mentioned by various fringe groups to a metaphor for waking up to the real world. For example, blah, 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 blah. We won't be linking to Rimshee's website since his professed transformation has not let him taking down any of his disgusting articles with titles like "Women must have their behavior and decisions controlled by men," and "Do not have sex with feminists."
Let's just say this.
Anyways, long story short, Rimshee, because I did a little extra digging when I saw that initial tweet about the whole thing.
As a natural submissive, I have to say that I kind of agree with them on that last point. So that's
Yeah, I know, I know you would. I did some extra digging. Essentially, what's going to happen is starting June 1st, anybody that talks about any sort of sex that's premarital is going to get fucking banned off of his forum.
Oh fuck! Apparently the boys' show is starting.
Yeah, they're just prepping the pre-show so that we can raid.
It's a planned thing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So essentially, he is going to boot everybody off of his platform that talks about premarital sex and casual sex and things like that. Which is the biggest fucking turn I've heard of ever.
By the way, check out check out, if you get the chance, the promotional video for YouTube Saints.
Oh yeah.
Definitely
for
do that.
late night?
You have about 5 minutes before they start. It's about a 2-minute video. With that, we've been your list of Saints of Discord. The one and only pre-show to the YouTube Saints, going to be streaming on Twitch exclusively, coming here soon. Might even just start it next week. I'll talk to Rimshee about that.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like everyone's already switched over. Now, all videos will be VOD on YouTube still.
Yeah. I apologize, by the way, if you were typing to me in the YouTube chat, and I ignored you. I'm drunk as fuck, and I'm just watching the Twitch chat. I forgot that we were simulcasting.
Addie, literally nobody was typing in YouTube chat. That's what we're talking about. We just might make the switch next week.
Okay, well, I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to be polite.
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking savage prickhole like you are, Jables. Sorry.
Yeah, that's the thing we like least about you.
I know. Anyways, have a good night, everybody. We're gonna go. You can just hang out here. We're gonna go raid the YouTube Saint. Well, late night Saints too.
And we will be doing that from now on. If you're on Twitch for this week, you will automatically be rated over there. Next week, if we're still doing the simulcast, you will be those on Twitch will be rated over there. And yeah, fun stuff.
Yeah. All right. Have a good night, everybody. See you next week. 4:30 Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Night, love.